It seems that legislators all over the world set excessively high electrification goals. As a result, manufacturers that have access to the full sales and market data are slowing down the switch to all-electric powertrains and starting to introduce more plug-in hybrids to their lineups. Today, we'd like to give an overview of the newest PHEVs for those who still want a gas engine as a backup. Please note that it's the first part of this overview and the second part will be released in a week, so stay tuned and let's get started. Mazda CX-80. Despite having close ties to the CX-60, the new Mazda crossover is larger across all dimensions. Available in 7 or 8-seat configurations, the latest model by the Japanese automotive giant offers a 123-inch wheelbase, measures nearly 197 inches in length, and gets 5 equipment grades to choose from. Among the available equipment, there are 2 drivetrain options: a plug-in hybrid based on a 2.5-liter inline-4 engine or a 3.3-liter 6-cylinder diesel with the M-Hybrid Boost Tech. The former mill comes paired with a 173-horsepower electric motor and a 17.8 kilowatt-hour battery, promising a 323-horsepower output, 33 miles of electric range, and solid performance parameters, namely a 6.8-second 0 to 60 mph time and a 121 mph maximum speed. The diesel engine is good for 254 horsepower, an 8.4-second 0 to 60 sprint, and a 136 mile/hour velocity. Both variants use an 8-speed automatic gearbox and get AWD as standard. Both trims of the CX-80 pack a 3-zone climate system, a 12.3-inch infotainment display, and an instrument cluster of the same diagonal. Optional equipment includes high-end Bose audio, 20-inch wheels, ventilated front seats, and kinematic posture control tech. BMW M5. For those who fear that BMW may go down the full electrification road and strip the next-generation M5 of the mighty V8 engine should breathe a collective sigh of relief. Under the hood of the upcoming BMW M5, you'll see a twin-turbocharged V8 with a 4.4-liter displacement. The engine unit will show peak output figures of 577 horsepower and 553 pound-feet of torque. However, for the first time in the model's history, the V8 will be aided by an electric motor with 194 horsepower and 207 pound-feet of torque. This plug-in hybrid powertrain developed by the M Performance division uses a 14.8 kilowatt-hour battery pack and offers a combined output of 717 horsepower and 738 pound-feet of torque. But it adds 882 pounds to the curb weight, which is not the best news. With a total weight of 5,390 pounds, the new M5 needs 3.4 seconds to accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour. So it's probably the first time in the history of the franchise that the upcoming model is slower than its predecessor and has a worse power-to-weight ratio. On the bright side, the newcomer manages to retain the MSRP price almost at the same level, despite bringing such goodies as 42 miles of all-electric range, improved fuel economy, a wider body with a more aggressive design language, a panoramic glass roof, and an interior with model-specific interior lighting, Bowers & Wilkins audio, curved information and control displays, and M-branded multifunction leather seats. It seems that modern plug-in hybrids offer as much range as early all-electric cars 10 years ago. Should the industry develop PHEVs, or are all-electric cars the right way to go? Please share your thoughts below, and we'll keep rolling. Ram 1500 Ramcharger. Looking like any other Ram 1500, this newcomer is set to become the first distance-defying pickup of the era. The Ramcharger walks a fine line between a pure EV and the world's largest battery plug-in hybrid. The Ramcharger installs a 92 kilowatt-hour battery pack and pairs it with a 130 kilowatt generator. The latter is a 3.6-liter Pentastar V6, which targets the best-in-class driving range of 690 miles on a full tank. The electric system is based on the 400-volt architecture, supports 145 kilowatt recharging, and its dual-motor all-wheel drive system makes a total of 663 horsepower and 615 pound-feet of torque. These figures convert to 2,625 pounds of payload and 14,000 pounds of towing capacity. Despite its hybridized nature, the Ramcharger still provides one-pedal driving and provides Ram's unbeatable interior comfort and quality. It gets a 14.5-inch infotainment, but keeps plenty of handy buttons and knobs, luxury seating, a 23-speaker audio system, hands-free driving, and great cargo management. Mercedes-AMG GT63 SE Performance. The lineup of sleek two-door Mercedes cars that were tuned by the AMG Performance Division has just been refreshed with a new entry. Described by the manufacturer as the quickest accelerating production coupe that the brand has produced up to date, the 2025 GT63 SE Performance is a treat for any speed-craving driver. To achieve the 2.7 0-60 mph acceleration time, Mercedes used a hybrid powertrain with a twin-turbocharged 4.0-liter V8 and two auxiliary rear electric motors that are powered by a 6.1 kWh battery. The combined output of this setup reaches 805 horsepower and 1,047 pound-feet of torque. The power is channeled through a 9-speed dual-clutch transmission and an all-wheel drive system to achieve the top speed parameter, which is slightly shy of the 200 mph speed mark. The high-performance powertrain is supported by a sporty exterior design with a retractable rear wing, 20 or 21-inch wheels with carbon ceramic brakes, and a blacked-out grille with vertical slats and AMG badging. Inside, there's a 2x2 cockpit with power-adjustable sports seats, a central portrait-style display, and an extensive list of personalization options. Renault Rafale. The all-new Rafale has a 108-inch wheelbase, borrows the front fascia design from the new generation Clio, and brings new matrix LED light signature. Wheels measure up to 21 inches in size, and the SUV gets unique tuning for its suspension system. The latter consists of a front McPherson strut and multi-link rear setup. Instead of offering the Rafale with an array of gasoline and diesel drivetrains, Renault opted for two electrified systems. A 1.2-liter E-Tech hybrid consists of a gasoline turbo i3, two electric motors, and 2 kWh battery, offering a total output of 200 horses. It's a four-wheel drive only model. If all-wheel drive is what you need, there's a 1.6-liter plug-in Rafale that gets two electric motors and a 9 kWh pack for an output of 300 horses. Due to its sloping roofline, the model fits only 2 rows of seats inside the cabin, though its cargo volume still reaches a respectable 18.7 cubic feet or 530 liters. Bentley Continental GT Speed. The 2025 model year marks the beginning of the fourth generation of Bentley's luxury Grand Tourer. The Bentley execs stress that it's not just a facelift, as the vehicle was thoroughly reworked, has 68% new components compared to the previous generation Continental, and boasts the most powerful powertrain of any road-going Bentley. The handcrafted newcomer is available both in the coupe and convertible variants and uses a performance hybrid powertrain, consisting of a 4-liter V8 and a 187 horsepower electric motor. With a combined output of 771 horsepower and 737 pound-feet of torque, this Grand Tourer sprints from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.1 seconds and boasts a top speed of 208 miles per hour. Moreover, the 400-volt electrical architecture with a 25.9 kilowatt-hour battery offers an electric-only mode that gives you 50 miles of zero-emission driving. The refreshed exterior features a front fascia with a single headlamp layout, a horizontal eyebrow above the headlamp, muscular body lines, a long bonnet, a reshaped rear end, and 22-inch wheels. The luxury Grand Touring status is backed up by the class-leading 4-seat interior with quilted patterns, 20-way adjustable seats, air ionization tech, a 12.3-inch Bentley rotating display, and 3 audio system options. The convertible version features a 7-bow fabric roof system that can be opened or closed at speeds up to 30 miles per hour. In terms of performance, it offers a 0 to 62 mile/hour time of 3.4 seconds and an electronically limited top speed of 177 miles per hour. Bugatti Tourbillon. Despite preserving the traditional Bugatti design, the newcomer is claimed to have no shared components with its forebearers. It's the first electrified Bugatti, which means the record-breaking W16 engine was abandoned in favor of a plug-in hybrid setup consisting of an 8.35-liter naturally aspirated Cosworth V16, 3 e-motors, an 8-speed DCT transmission, and a 25 kWh battery. Its combined output surpasses the old quad turbo and yields 1,800 horsepower. Plus, as a bonus, the Tourbillon has 37 miles of range. 3D printing played a major role in cutting the weight of the Tourbillon. It got a lightweight forged aluminum multi-link suspension from Divergent Technologies and a T800 carbon composite body. The interior of this supercar will forever remain timeless since all of the dash components have skeletonized mechanical design, but modern features like a retractable infotainment screen are still present. Polestones 01. From the side, the first SUV from Polestones has the Range Rover vibe, while its front end has an unusual blocky design with a closed-off fascia and tall grille that looks like it was inspired by the latest Rolls-Royce Phantom. This exterior is the creation of Pininfarina Shanghai. The newcomer presents an all-new EV drivetrain with an ICE range extender system. The latter consists of 2 electric motors that peak at 476 horsepower and come powered by a 56 kWh battery. The pack is good for 146 electric miles. The battery is recharged by a 1.5-liter turbo engine, and with its help, the SUV should travel for nearly 700 miles. The cabin accommodates 7 or 6 passengers, houses airline-style seats, and a leather-wrapped dash with a split LCD screen. It also benefits from an air purification system built into the AC. BYD Shark. The pickup arrives underpinned by the new DMO Super Hybrid off-road platform, which means a PHEV drivetrain, RWD assembly, and standard double wishbone independent suspension front and rear. Design-wise, the Shark boasts rugged bodywork with boxy fenders and squared-off lighting elements. The truck's wheelbase measures 128 inches, while its overall length reaches nearly 215, putting it in the mid-size pickup category. The drivetrain consists of a high-output 1.5-liter turbo engine aided by 2 electric motors, which in turn are juiced by a 29 kWh BYD Blade battery. The company claims 430 horsepower, 62 miles electric, and 520 miles overall NEDC range, which should translate to at least 350 miles in real-world conditions. Electric AWD is standard equipment, and the quickest acceleration to 60 is promised to take 5.7 seconds. The Shark's cabin is a mix of practical materials, rugged design, and modern tech, represented by 2 huge dashboard displays. Lamborghini Urus SE. For the upcoming model year, instead of trying to charge up the model's V8, the company went the electrification route and gave the Urus SE a second heart. It's a 189 horsepower electric motor linked to an 8-speed automatic gearbox and powered by a 29.5 kWh battery pack. The SUV's usual 4-liter twin-turbo V8 is detuned to 612 horses, but the overall system output is now 789 horsepower and 701 pound-feet. This means a 0 to 60 time of 3.4 seconds and a top speed of 194 miles per hour. The newcomer is distinguished by the new 23-inch wheels wrapped in Pirelli P0 or Scorpion Winter 2 tires and over 100 available exterior colors. The Urus SE offers 11 electric performance strategies, 3 for road and track use, 3 for off-the-pavement driving, and 4 new ones that determine the prevalence of its plug-in hybrid drivetrain components. Inside, this 2025 model gets a redesign and brings a 12-inch center-mounted infotainment display and a driver's cluster of the same size. Mercedes-AMG GLC SE Performance. The AMG division of Mercedes is still convinced that a 4-cylinder engine enhanced with some electrified Formula One tech can be an appropriate substitute for a V8 engine. Therefore, their most advanced plug-in hybrid powertrain was now applied to their best-selling mid-size SUV. The original 2-liter turbocharged inline 4-cylinder by AMG was mated with a 9-speed wet-clutch automatic transmission and a rear-axle 201 horsepower electric motor with its own 2-speed transmission and a link to the electronically controlled limited-slip differential. This system generates 671 horsepower and 752 pound-feet of torque. Since this giant has to carry a 6 kilowatt-hour battery and all of the PHEV components, its curb weight is 5,100 pounds. But with the adaptive suspension and rear-wheel steering, the handling is quite manageable. A 0 to 60 spring takes 3.4 seconds, and the speed limiter kicks in only at 171 miles per hour. In other aspects, this is your good old GLC class with a carbon-trimmed cabin, ventilated seats, heated steering wheel, leather upholstery, a 12.3-inch digital gauge display, and an 11.9-inch infotainment touchscreen. This was the last entry in today's video. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so you know when the second part of this lineup gets released. Thanks for watching, and may the torque be with you.